This Laman Bukar has raised this query, right?
Yeah.
It's
I
between
hope we have answered your query.
Yes, but
So
what I want to understand is, again, let's
What?
say now, in
Can your
terms,
voice be a little bit more clear, please?
okay, in terms of the plotting, in terms of the result display, is there any difference between the virtual and then the real virtual using the Typhoon HIL virtual and then using the Typhoon HIL device result display?
No,
No,
there
that
will
will be same.
the result will be same.
Okay,
Yeah, there will be same. Result will be same.
okay, understood. How about in terms of speed?
No, nothing will change until and unless you are just taking the signals out and just observing on the DSO. Now, if you are connecting any motor or something, any physical hardware with your real-time simulator, now it depends that what controller you have used and how you have designed the controller, and on the basis of that only your plant will react. The controller you have designed inside the Typhoon HIL.
Okay, understood.
Yeah.
sir, I have one doubt.
Yeah.
Okay, sir, in when we are designing this model, so we have taken out the references in order to control the inverter.
Mm-hmm.
So can we take those references as a means you have done that whatever output we have taken in the simulation or symmetric diagram, that we can directly take as an output signal, means in the real time implement also we can do.
Mm-hmm.
So can we take all those references and we can take also this triangular references that is used for this SPWM technique, and that can be used means if we have a real time of inverter, so we can take these two pulses and we can control the inverter directly without any interfacing devices like Arduino or DSP kit. Directly we can take from the HIL output and we can give it to the
Yeah.
inverter by using the
Yeah.
driver circuit.
You mean to say
Yes.
you are having the physical stack of your inverter with you, right?
Yes, sir.
And you want to control with the help of this the output of coming from the pin of Typhoon HIL, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, directly you for this you need to have some current and voltage sensors as per the requirement on which application voltage and current you are dealing with, and for that you can process the signal and you can control your inverter as well with the
Okay.
output of this hill outputs, I should say.
Okay, so when we are designing this driver, so we need maximum 0 to 5 volt as the output. When we are taking as analog out, means when we are taking this sinusoidal pulse with this sine as a reference, na? So
Yeah.
the same sine reference will come as the output and same triangular will come as an output at that pin.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually,
With the sir, how much maximum magnitude we can take?
Sir,
Means
Yeah.
Up to plus minus 10 volt.
Yes.
plus minus
Sir.
10 volt.
Yes.
Okay.
yes, sir. I am replying that if you have a physical inverter,
Hmm.
okay. So in such case, if you want to fire your physical inverter,
Hmm.
so at the SCADA panel you have digital outputs, okay, and HIL 0 below the SCADA panel. You can see in the SCADA panel.
Okay, sir. Okay. So,
Hello,
sir,
sir.
means my main favor, so there is no requirement of other interface.
Yes, sir. No, you will require if you want to sense the voltage and current of any. Suppose you have inverter and inverter is fed to a motor. Okay. So
Okay.
you want to like for this example. In this example, what is happening? A motor is being driven in close control. Okay.
Yes,
So
yes.
that means you need speed information, okay, of the motor and current and voltage information also you will require. So for a three-phase induction motor, the voltage and current will be higher value, like 400 voltage will be, and current suppose 2-3 ampere current will be there, right?
Okay. Yes, sir.
So directly we cannot take as an analog in the simulator. Okay,
Okay,
this
that
much
we can.
voltage.
Okay, that we used to do by the sensor. Means after getting in
Yeah,
the range of 0 to
definitely.
10 volt, that after that we
Yeah.
can take directly on analog or
Up
digital
to
pin.
0 to 10 volt, we have to bring down the sensor's
Okay.
output, okay, using
Okay,
all
after
sensors
taking from
like,
the sensor, we can give it directly to
yeah,
the HIL.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
It can be scaling, sir,
Okay.
for this.
That is scaling is also
Yeah.
done in
Yes.
other
Yes.
devices also.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, sir.
Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
I have one more doubt in this system.
Okay, sir. That's the question.
Actually, you have shown the three-phase induction motor in closed loop control, right?
Yes, sir.
So in such case, if I want to implement this system in reality, I can keep the control part inside this Typhoon HIL hardware, and I can generate the pulses from the terminals. I can give it to the three-phase inverter stack through a gate driver, and I can sense the speed or voltage, current, whatever it may be the parameter, and I can give it back to the Typhoon HIL simulator. So I can keep this device as a controller. Is it possible?
Yes, yes, sir. You
Yes,
can
yes,
perform
it is
that
possible.
one very easily.
Okay,
Just
so
you
when
need some sensors.
okay, when it comes to a three-phase inverter, single-phase inverter, this is fine. What about the case for DC to DC converter?
Yes, similar things in DC to DC converters also, sir. Suppose you have a solar PV panel, and from there you want to charge a battery, right? So
Okay.
there will be one DC to DC buck boost converter maybe, right?
Okay.
So there also same process will be just from the SCADA panel. You have to take the digital outputs out from the simulator, and it is need to give to the switches. Okay.
Okay.
And if you want to operate in closed loop, then whatever the current and voltage is going and appearing at the battery. Okay.
Okay.
So from there, or at the output of the DC-DC converter, from there you have to sense the voltage and current using the sensors within plus minus 10 volt. You have to take, and again you have to feed back to the simulator, and you can
Okay.
perform closed loop. Or you can use your HIL simulator as a controller. So
That's
just
fine,
you
but
will
in
require
the
the sensors.
yeah, that's fine. But in the library, I can see a PWM modulator for
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
a three-phase
Your
system, but I couldn't find any PWM modulator for single pulse generation.
single pulse generator.
Yeah, can
Okay.
you open the schematic?
Yeah, you can do it. Fazlur sir, open
Yeah.
the MPPT boost one.
Okay.
MPPT boost example open.
Okay. Just a minute, I will open it.
No, no, we are showing you. We are displaying our screen. We are sharing our
Okay, yeah,
screen.
that's far better. Yeah.
Sir, what will happen? Actually, when we will compile the model, suppose
Okay.
there is a now this one, okay?
Okay.
This a boost converter, right?
Yes.
So when we will compile this one, sir, compile it. Okay, when we will compile it, it will go to the SCADA panel, and at this SCADA panel, we will have digital outputs. Okay, and there we will get many options. So according to that, we take the input, digital outputs.
Digital
Okay.
output we can take.
Likewise, I've shown you how to take the analog outputs just before I go now. In the same fashion, you can take the digital outputs as well.
Here, digital output. Here it is given
Click
that.
on digital output.
Yeah, I am already
Okay.
clicked.
This one enable first one.
First
Okay.
one is okay. Now I'm enabling. When select this, yeah. Let's say I
Yeah.
take any
Here,
PM
sir,
or
see
bottom
many
top.
options we have. Okay,
Okay.
PWM modulator,
Let's say
bottom switch or top switch, which one you want to fire. So
Okay.
according to that, you
So
take.
so this will generate the PWM signals at the
Yes.
specified frequency.
Yes, sir.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Okay,
Okay,
that's great.
apart from this, also you can do one more thing. Please, Fazlur sir, go to schematic window
yeah. Now I'm coming schematic.
and double click boost converter.
Yeah, it's okay. Double click. Then
This
model or
internal modulator, go to internal modulator, choose here.
yes. Yeah, it is already internal modulator.
Model.
Yeah, model for external purpose. Yeah.
You can design your controller as
So
well.
if you will, sir, if you will design your own pulse width modulator, okay.
Okay.
So according to that, if you are generating only one signal,
Okay.
which fire only one switch, okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
likely only one pulse you will appear at the digital output section.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, means in this case, PWM top, PWM bottom, like that appearing, no?
Yes. Yes.
But in case of model, means your one designed pulse width modulator, okay,
Okay.
there if you are designing for one pulse, so it will appear only one option.
Okay. Okay.
Go to this
You can
and
take your
select
carrier
model.
signal, modulating signal. You can take yours and you can compare. Likewise in MATLAB we do now, and you can design
Okay.
your own. Yeah.
Yes.
But one thing you have to remember that if you will use model model setting, okay, it will not give any deadband to the signals. Okay, so if you are working with like a one leg converter,
Okay.
then you will use your one designed pulse width modulator. Okay, so there
Yes.
you have to take care of deadband, otherwise your switch will get damaged.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand.
Okay,
Yes.
so always we prefer that you use internal modulator. So by default, it will give some dead band or dead time, so
Yes.
that
Yes.
your inverter will not get damaged.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And one more doubt. So in the morning, also you have shown a demo for C code generation in the MATLAB and interfacing it with the Typhoon using advanced C function.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I have a doubt. So suppose, for example, I have a multiple DC to DC converter with a solar PV panels, say for example, just in case. But the way I'm going to control the DC to DC converter with the MPPT is going to be the same. So in that case, I cannot generate three different algorithms from the MATLAB. So the algorithm is going to be the same. How can I use a multiple instance of advanced C function so that I can use within a single schematic?
Okay, sir. For that, I need to check it. But what I will suggest that you in MATLAB, whatever the controller you will design, try to
Okay.
make it in one subsystem. Okay, and
Okay.
suppose some inputs will be there and some outputs also will be there, like
Okay.
of a controller. So try to keep one all the controlling part in your one subsystem and generate
Okay.
a unique C code.
Okay, I understand. So
And
even though if
what?
it is a
Yeah,
even though if it is a microgrid based system, so for example, PV, wind, and grid connected system, you suggest to generate the control C code for the combined one.
yeah. But different C advanced C functions also you can use. But what I will suggest to use one, it will be better. But different, suppose two or three advanced C function you want to use, you can use no issue.
Yes. Yeah, more to add with Shamshad Ansari, sir, I would like to say for the as you are talking about the multiple controllers. So, sir, for one controller is for PV, one is for wind. So you just no need to worry. You can design the single subsystem of each controller, and
Okay.
you can generate the C code for individual like controller, and you can use that particular advanced C function. Say for
Okay.
example a controller of PV, you are having subsystem
Oh,
of PV in MATLAB. Just
yeah.
generate its C code and export these C files into the Typhoon HIL
Okay.
advanced C function of PV controller. Then you
Okay.
can have one more advanced C function. Likewise, you are having an individual controller in the MATLAB. You can have the individual advanced C functions as well in the Typhoon. You can call all these files. And how to
But
generate? Yes, yes.
but in that case, it will generate all the input and output variables as RTU, RTY, XTU, XTY.
Yes.
So that makes a um, problem in compilation
No,
because
no, sir.
all the
Hmm. It won't
Because
create any
all the
problem if you are properly just creating your C code, and if your subsystem of MATLAB are accurate, then you just need to simply generate their C files in embedded C coder, and take only the 3 files, 2 header files, 1 source file, keep it in 1 folder, and correspondingly you can call all these files as per requirement. You can try, and if you have any problem, you can connect with us. We will be there to help you out.
okay, because I'm just asking because I have a system with three different system integrated together. So 3 different system has a 3 different control algorithm. I just generated a C code for that. But when it comes to the Typhoon, it confuses with the variables, input output variables for the 3 different control algorithm.
Okay. So
So yeah,
we need to check it, sir. Once if you have a time, you can connect us. Then you can share your screen. We
okay,
can see that what input we can give to you.
okay, sure.
Yeah. So any participant?
Uh, More to add, sir, you can, I listened all the conversation.
Yeah.
So you can do that. You are using you are getting the 3 control algorithm. So you can use one single advanced C function and you can define like in our
Yes.
boost closed loop, what we have did, that we have defined RTY for in a modulation, that is with some other name, and you can define in that particular thing, and then you can call the function. Like for PV inverter, you can give some PV output equals to RTY, like that you can give. Then for wind, you can give like this. So in a single advanced C function, you can write the algorithm like this, and you can call the functions.
So you suggest to write the C code instead of generation.
No, I'm not suggesting that you have to write the C code. I'm just telling you, could you anyone please open this boost closed loop advanced C function, which we did today morning,
Okay, I'm just.
where the inside the
Yeah, yeah.
functions you have written some codes, no?
Okay, let me share my screen. I will show you the exact problem.
Yeah, it's okay.
I think
Can
that's
you able to see my screen?
right now I'm not able to see. Yeah, now it's visible. Like this.
So just observe
Please
the
enlarge it
numbering.
a little bit. I think 2
So,
separate windows are open, right?
so this is actually an image for the just for the confidential. I can't able to show you the actual system. So this is the C code for
Now
the.
it's yeah.
So this is the C code. Just observe the one. In the one, the actual variables are defined in the MATLAB. So real-time parameter generator speed, pitch angle, and wind speed, which is defined inside a structure, and the structure name is XTU. Okay. So in that next 2, which I marked as a 2, inside a wind.c file, so that EXTU is again defined as a RTU. Okay, can you able to see this?
Yes, sir, I can see.
Yeah, now I will go back to the screen 3. Now it's showing the error. XTU has no member named generator speed dot radius. I have this, and I even mentioned this RTU dot generator speed dot rats equal to generator speed. So that is the input one. But still, I'm facing the problem when I try to use a multiple advanced C function which is generated from the MATLAB, because MATLAB uses the same procedure to generate the C code function.
Yeah.
I hope you can be able to understand what I'm trying to say. So here is a header file
Sir,
where all the way.
sir, why you are not trying with different C functions, advanced C function blocks?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. So this is one advanced C function. So here this is one advanced C function. Like this, I have a control for PV, control for grid connector system. So, but still I'm facing this issue.
In the
Can
we
you
are getting same problems, right?
Yeah. So when I remove that PV and grid connected system, when I compile the wind system alone, it's fine.
Yeah.
So
Yes, sir, we need to check it, sir. We have to check, then only we can say.
Okay.
Till now, such problems not came to us.
Exactly.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, sir, we will definitely look into this. Okay, sir.
Sure.
Select desktop, coming, select desktop and then represent. Now again it's appeared. Just click that particular error.
This gain, ma'am.
Okay, check the gain value.
Gain 4.
You have selected this matrix. It is not matrix. Give it element wise.
Okay, ma'am. That's it.
Yeah, with that arrow now. That arrow is there now. Select it element wise. Yes. And execution rate is inherit. Execution rate is inherit. You have written TS. Are you able to hear me out?
Yes, ma'am.
Write in small, inherit. We never change the execution rate of signal processing toolbox. Whatever the inputs we are giving, for that we will change the execution rate. But for signal processing toolbox, we do not change.
Okay, ma'am.
It will be inherited always. Like SCADA is an input, so there we will change if it is required, but not in the gain. Okay, press it. Okay, it's fine now. Compile and it will come. You can press OK. It's okay now. Please compile. The last icon you were clicking right. The last icon, that is compile and load model to this.
I think it's native speed is low. That's why it's not.
Okay.
Ma'am, same error I got.
Console message, you are looking this blue line now. 3-phase IM1 machine fault. Just click on that.
Ma'am, it is showing component is contained in locked hierarchy.
Okay, no issue. Could you please press it okay there, and could you scroll down a little bit?
Yes, ma'am.
And open your induction motor. Let me check, or either disconnect again and again connect to that machine. Window is coming there. So you have provided the fault that need not to be provided. Wrong. Double click on this induction material. You have to induction machine. You have to give the load type, that is torque.
Okay, ma'am.
Could you please scroll down a little bit and press escape button for to review this, please? Double click on the machine.
Yes, ma'am.
To the load. Double click on machine.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you getting some? Because for me the window is not coming, that one. Go to
Yes,
the load option. Go to the load option, load source model and model load type torque.
Okay, ma'am.
Is it done?
Yes, ma'am.
Then connect to the that load one, because for me I think there is some net issue at your end or my end, I don't know. Yeah, now it's coming. Now connect that gain to here.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Then compile.
Okay, ma'am.
Validation passed. It's still compiling for me in the window which I can see.
Ma'am, validation is completed, but
Then what problem it is coming? For me, the compilation is still going on.
no, ma'am, it's over.
Is it loaded onto the SCADA?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then go to create panel and create your panel.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, then you can unshare your screen.